was brought to my attention that I may have been injecting too many units of the medication, that it was supposed to be 10 units and not 25 units. And also some people reached out to me via Instagram and they told me the same thing. Aren't you supposed to be doing 10 units and not 25? And they were like, how are you feeling? Like, is your body okay? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Albe and this is my fitness to journey. This is my journey to fitness. For those of you who are coming back, thank you again. Thank you for the subscribe, for the likes, and for the comments. And if you're new to this channel, this is a weight loss channel, health and fitness channel. And the purpose of me documenting my journey is for me to share my experience with the compound drug tirzepatide. If you're new to this channel, I hope you stay tuned and enjoy the journey with me. All right, so on today's channel, we are going to be talking about week 1, what that was like for me. I'm going to be talking about the good things, the bad things on a day-to-day basis, the things that I would change, the things that I wouldn't have changed. But before we get into the topic, I want to address a comment that was left on my previous video on the first one. I'll leave the link for that on the description below. All right, it was brought to my attention that I may have been injecting too many units of the medication, that it was supposed to be 10 units and not 25 units. And also some people reached out to me via Instagram and they told me the same thing. Aren't you supposed to be doing 10 units and not 25? And they were like, how are you feeling? Like, is your body okay? And I did check with my pharmacist and my doctor, and I was doing the correct unit, which is 25 units. The conversion table is so different, and because of the syringe that I was using, the 2.5 milligram equates to 25 units of that particular syringe. So it was the appropriate unit. But thanks again for the comment. I appreciate any and all comments. Also, the person who said that 10 units was what I was supposed to be injecting, they are correct. They are very correct for semaglutide. But remember, I'm doing tirzepatide, which is a completely different drug, and it's also compound. So the dosing and the conversion tables are going to be a little bit different than those of semaglutide and those of Mounjaro and Zepbound. But since this is a compound drug, the dosing has to be catered to, for one, the syringe that you're using, and also with the pharmacy doses. All right, so I know you guys are probably wondering how much weight have I lost in only 1 week. So I will be revealing that later on in this video, so stay tuned. All right, so my first dose was Sunday, June 2nd, 2024. I have a journal that I've been taking notes on every day, jotting down what I eat, how I felt, and some of the side effects. So that date that I dosed for the first time was on Sunday. I did it at nighttime, so I didn't really feel much that night because I went to sleep shortly after I recorded and I did the injection with you guys. So for day 1, I'm not really sure if I would have had any side effects, but for the following day, on Monday, which was day 2, I did have some nausea, very, very mild nausea. But the thing that was most remarkable, or the thing that was most annoying to me, was the thirst. I was very, very thirsty and my tongue was really dry. So I had to constantly drink water and drink some Powerade and Gatorade. And I noticed that if I just drink water and water, I was going to the bathroom just as often. But if I was to replenish my thirst or replenish those fluids, I was with Powerade and or Gatorade, the frequency to go to the bathroom wasn't as much. So that would be my takeaway for that second day. And also, so that day I remember I have here in my notes that I ordered a burrito bowl for lunch, and I think I took 3 or 4 bites and then I was full. So the drug definitely kept me full very, very fast. And that burrito bowl, I remember that's all I ate all day. So I would take like 2 or 3 bites and then I would get full. And then later on, a few hours later, I would take again 2 or 3 bites and then I would get full. So that second day, all I ate was a burrito bowl, maybe a cup of fruit. Something else that I want to tell you guys, like if you have a hard time drinking or consuming fluids, make sure that you're consuming fruits that are high in water, like watermelon and stuff like that, because that's also going to help you stay hydrated. I'm very fortunate that the nausea that I had that day was very mild. It wasn't anything that I needed Zofran for or any kind of medications for the side effects. All right, so for the next day, which was Tuesday, I didn't have any nausea the next day, which would have been Tuesday. I did notice that I was not eating as much as well. My hunger had been decreased and my appetite wasn't there, so I would get full really quick. So I didn't write down what I ate that day just because I noticed that it wasn't much. I did notice that I didn't have any nausea. The thirst was still there, like I was still thirsty. The next day, Wednesday, no new changes. I don't have anything for that day. The next day, which would have been Thursday, I was off work. So that day I did decide to go to the gym and work out. And I was a little concerned because I was like, well, I haven't been eating as much. Am I going to feel weak and tired to complete my workout? And actually, I felt pretty energized. I didn't feel weak or dizzy or anything like that. But I also maintained my hydration. Like I made sure that I was drinking enough Gatorade. Obviously, Gatorade Zero with like no sugars, not just water. And I did my workout. I did cardio and I did it just fine with no problems. So on Friday, I was also off, so I went to the gym. Same thing, very energized, no problems there. Food was very limited, very little. Did go hang out with a friend and we went to, I believe it was Chili's, and I had one of their salads with 3 chicken tenders on it. I forget what the salad's called. Was able to eat all 3 chicken tenders, but I felt like throwing up really bad after that, so I shouldn't have eaten those. That was my fault because I was like, you know, when you get really hungry and, well, not really hungry, but you get like really excited about food and you begin to eat with your eyes and you're like, oh, I haven't had chicken tenders in a while, I'm gonna eat them all. I did feel really nauseous after eating all those 3 chicken tenders and I wanted to throw up, but the feeling went away within, I think, like 15 minutes. So I didn't throw up, thank God, because that would not have been very nice. So the next 2 days, no new changes. I noticed that I was able to go to the gym. I was able to work out just fine. I was still like not eating as much. So on day 6, which was yesterday as a matter of fact, or Saturday, the day before my injection, I did notice that I was a little bit more hungrier. So I think the medication started to wear off. So I did eat a little bit more. I still worked out just fine, but I did notice that, hey, this medication at the end of the week is starting to wear off. So today I already went ahead and I dosed myself with the 2.5 milligrams of the tirzepatide. So I'm not going to show you guys this time that, because you already know what that looks like. So now I'm sure you guys are all wondering, how much weight did he lose? Did he lose any weight? Anything like surprising? Any new changes? Well, get ready. All right, so I started this journey at 176 pounds a week ago. Today is Sunday, June 9th. So exactly a week ago, I was 176 pounds. Today, I weighed myself this morning. I'm going to upload a video and pictures, just like I did last week, and I'll do that every week. I weigh, you're never going to guess how much I weigh. I weigh 169 pounds. That's a total of about 7 pounds, which I'm pretty sure some of that was water weight, but I'm not going to take away the fact that some of that was actual, fat as well. So 7 pounds is a lot for 1 week. So I'm very happy about that, very excited. I'm glad that I was able to start this, and I'm glad that I'm able to continue to do this. I don't expect that the upcoming weeks that I'm going to lose as much weight. I expect to lose hopefully about 1 or 2 pounds per week, which is like a healthy weight loss average. You don't want to lose too much weight every week because then you start to also lose muscle mass, and that's not something that I want to do. I already don't have a lot of muscle, and I want to make sure that I'm able to retain as much muscle as I can. So that's another thing. I make sure that I try to drink protein shakes. My meals, they were basically focused mostly on the protein, and then everything around it was either vegetables, beans, rice. Well, I didn't drink any sodas, but I try to limit sweets, try to limit refined carbs. I try to limit fried fatty foods as well. So I did everything that I was supposed to do, and not only on top of that, but I also exercised. I did strength training, and I also did cardio. So I guess just all that combination really did shock my body this first week, and I was able to lose the 7 pounds that I did, which is a very significant amount to lose in 1 week. I don't take it for granted. I'm very grateful for it, and I appreciate being able to do this with the help of the tirzepatide. So overall, the side effects that I did have was just that mild nausea and that thirst that lasted like a day. Aside from that, I don't have constipation. I haven't been dizzy. I don't have headaches. I don't have the vomiting. I don't have diarrhea, which diarrhea wasn't one of the most common ones, but I don't have anything else, which I'm very grateful for. And I'm very blessed to not have to have any of those side effects that I think a lot of people have been reporting. But also, that is another reason why I chose tirzepatide, because tirzepatide is supposed to have less side effects less side effects were reported versus the semaglutide or Ozempic. Everyone was having nausea and vomiting, and a lot of people were ending up in the hospital because they were getting dehydrated and leading to what's called acute kidney injuries because of the dehydration. So I think that is one of the reasons why I decided to do tirzepatide, because I didn't want to have the constant nausea, the constant vomiting, and lead to anything worse. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. This is the end of week 1. I will continue to keep a journal for the next week. I hope you guys return, and for those who are new here, welcome to my channel, and I hope you stick around. And I will keep updating you guys weekly, and with photos, with pictures, with just like I did with this video and the previous one. And if you have any questions, any comments, make sure to write those in the comments section below, and give this video a thumb like if you like it. You know, that way we can enter into this algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe. All right, I appreciate everyone. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you next time. Peace.